Alright guys, so I got my good quality source of protein, that being the egg whites. I have a little steak thrown in. Like I said, you want to be easy with the steak. I have it once, maybe twice a week if I'm lucky. My main source of protein does come from the eggs themselves. Like I said, normally I'll make about 3/4 to a cup of egg whites, it being a little less than a cup, but that'll make about 8 to 10 eggs roughly. I have about half a cup of egg whites here, and that makes a good 4 to 6. That's just a guess though, I've never actually measured it out. It's pretty filling though. And then you got your good slow acting carb right here, oatmeal being a great source. Now anytime you have any type of protein, you want to be sure you have some type of slow acting carb with it. Slow acting, like I said, means it takes longer for the carb to digest, break down, etc., etc. So you want to have a type of carb with any source of protein you have. And that even applies to protein shakes. You'll see a lot of people just drinking protein shakes alone, and that's not really doing a whole lot for you guys. You want to be sure you have some type of carb with it, and that can be even just a piece of fruit if you're having a protein shake. Don't just have a protein shake alone. Grab some type of carb with it, preferably a slow acting carb. You'll see I am drinking juice. This is the only time during the day I do drink juice. Juice is high in sugar, so you want to be easy with how much you drink. This is the V8 juice, so they say it is a serving of vegetables. But this is the V8 light as well, so it is less sugar. But even then, you want to go easy with how much juice you do drink. A lot of people always ask me, like, what should they be having to drink for their meals? Water is probably the best thing to have. Water is so often so overlooked, so you want to be sure you're drinking plenty of it a day. Your body's made up of 72% water, so like I said, guys, stay hydrated. I'll get more into water a little bit later. I would avoid milk, drinking a whole lot of milk. That's what I was doing last year, having about 16 ounces every meal. It was always making me feel sick, sluggish, tired. Milk is pretty carb conscious, so you want to be easy with milk. But yeah, guys, basically just make sure you have a good quality source of protein and a slow acting carb with your meals. Alright guys, here's my next meal of the day. It's a plain and simple turkey sandwich on whole wheat bread. You gotta remember, I'm in school during this time, so I'm unable to get a full meal. Teachers are pretty strict with how much food they allow in class, so this is kind of the minimal of what I'm able to get. It's fine. I've got my protein source, which is the turkey, and I've got the whole wheat bread, which is my carb, so I got my carb to back up my protein. I wouldn't necessarily have whole wheat bread as a second meal, because whole wheat bread is a faster acting carb, so it does give you that quick energy. I would normally have it as a pre-workout meal, like I said, because it does give you that quick energy to train better in the gym. But like I said, it's fine. It's a second meal. It's more of a side meal, but it'll work great. Now, with it, I'll usually have a bottle of water. Since I'm home right now, I'm just having a glass of water. Water actually increases your anabolic rate, so you actually look better and you feel better, or you train better in the gym. You got to remember, your muscles are made up of about 72% water, so you don't want to neglect it. I'll drink about, like I said, I have a bottle with this, and I'll have about 4 or 5 additional bottles that day. Just keep refilling the bottle up. I'm not sure how much it adds up to, but it gives me enough water throughout the day, so I stay hydrated. Water also acts as a means for transportation for the nutrients in your body, so remember that. If you don't drink enough water, your body might actually retain water, and water retention can actually make you look soft, make it look like you have a little more fat than you do, so you don't want that. Water actually fills your muscles out too, so like I said, you look better. So don't neglect water, guys. It's very, very important. Alright guys, so here's my third meal of the day, or my middle meal. This is basically my lunch. I have it around 12 or 12:30. And what I have here is chicken and brown rice. Now this is actually pork. This isn't usually how I do it. We were out of chicken, so I had to have this. This is fine. This is still a good quality, clean source of protein. So not too bad to have. But like I said, this isn't normally how I do it. I usually have chicken. Now you have your slow acting carb, which is the brown rice. Very good to have. Like I said, you want a slow acting carb with your protein source, and then you do have your protein source right here. I've actually heard of people having chicken and potatoes. Potatoes probably fill you up a little better. This may seem like a light meal, but if you have enough, this actually fills me up pretty well. So I actually highly recommend this. But when I'm at school, I'll usually go online and get a couple of fruit cups, usually pineapples, and eat that along with my chicken and brown rice. Normally I'll have about a cup of brown rice and 1 to 2 chicken breasts, depending on my appetite. But like I said, I'll have some fruit cups, and then I always have water. I always drink water with this meal. just like I do with my second meal. Like I said, I drink water throughout the day, don't neglect it. As a side note, guys, I actually take these before I go to bed, and when I get up in the mornings. This is vitamin C. This is really good to have because it boosts your immune system. Plus, I found that it actually gave me energy throughout the day when I was taking this. So I highly recommend this. Like I said, I still take these. Very good to have. You can actually find these in pretty much any grocery store, Walmart, stores like that. So this isn't really hard to find. Basically, guys, I don't want you neglecting nutrition. A lot of beginning bodybuilders will neglect nutrition. I know it may not seem like the easiest thing to do, but if you want to bodybuild, you really have to have your nutrition down well. I don't want you guys making the same mistakes that I did last year and relying on supplements to get your major source of nutrients. Remember, guys, take standard food over any supplements any days. Supplements should be used only when necessary, and you don't want to abuse them like I did. But like I said, guys, I'm going to get this down, and I'll see you guys at my pre-workout meal. Alright, guys, so here's my pre-workout meal. Now, this is a meal you really want to be careful with. You want to make sure it's balanced correctly. If you eat too much, you might walk in the gym feeling kind of full and have like no energy, feeling kind of sluggish and tired. But if you eat too little, you're not going to have the energy needed to complete your workouts efficiently. Here's all I have is tuna. Tuna is absolutely perfect because it is a very lean protein and it's very light, so you're not going to walk in the gym feeling too full. Tuna is a fish, obviously, so it obviously contains polyunsaturated fat, like I said, which should be making up the majority of your fat intake. Now, with that, I'll have whole wheat bread. Now, remember, guys, from what you guys saw from my second meal, whole wheat bread is a very fast-acting carb, and it's absolutely perfect to have before a workout because you want that quick energy. It digests the carb very quickly. So that's absolutely perfect to have because you got the light meal, you got the fast-acting carb, you're gonna have the energy. If you guys recall from my last videos, Mark will discuss his training parts 1, 2, and 3. At this time last year, my normal meal before my workout would be usually chicken with a salad and a tall glass, about 16 ounces of milk. Actually, this glass right here, this is what I would drink. This is about 16 ounces right here, filled to the brim. So I'd fill this with milk, eat my chicken and salad, and right there, the chicken and salad alone isn't really a good balance between the carbs and the protein. But the biggest issue was that I was chugging and drinking, 16 ounces of milk. Over 50% of the population is somewhat lactose intolerant in one way or another. So basically what this did for me was make me sluggish, tired. I'd often have stomach cramps after drinking it. So you really want to be careful with how much you do drink. And I really wouldn't recommend drinking milk before a workout for that exact reason. But so I have two tuna sandwiches, just 1 can of tuna, and then just some mandarin oranges. This just gives it a little flavor. Just have a bowl of this. It also contains a few more carbs, so it just creates the balance a little better. So this is really good to have, guys, because like I said, it's light, it's lean, and it'll give you the energy needed to complete your workouts. But I'm going to get this down, and I'll see you guys at my post-workout meal. Alright, guys, so here I am, heading to the gym. Today's a chest day, so it shouldn't be too bad. If you know Mark Millich, you know chest. It's one of the biggest things that people always point out is how good my chest is. That is genetic, guys, can't do a whole lot about that. But basically, once I get back, I'm going to get into my post-workout meal. I don't want to say it's the most important meal today, but it is a very important meal because your body is accepting protein much better after workout versus any other time of the day. So you want to be sure you get some kind of protein into your body within the first hour after your workout, and a carb as well. Like I said, when you eat any type of protein, you want to make sure you have a carb with it. A slow-acting carb, because you want the carb and the protein to hit almost at the same time. So what I'm going to have after my workout is a sweet potato with some chicken, or tonight we're having pork. That'll work well. It is protein, so it should do good. But I'm heading to the gym right now, and I'll see you guys then.